Get my book today, A Guide to Coin Hunting, from the most subscribed coin channel in the United States, Couch Collectibles, only available on couchcollectibles.com. Today we're going to be looking at valuable coins from 1967. So we're going to show you what these coins sold for and what you can be looking for on your coins that can give them some value. So welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. If you guys are new, feel free to check out all the other coin and collectible videos here on the channel. We are uploading every single day. And as always, let's just hop right into it. Alright, starting off first with a 1967 Kennedy half-dollar coin. Now these coins from 1967, these half-dollar coins, are going to be 40% silver. So they do always have silver value and numismatic value as well. But this coin here does have a mint error also, so it's going to even give it more value. This coin has a die adjustment strike, which you can see the design faded out as a result of that. And this coin ended up selling for over $240 at auction, authenticated here by NGC. Now this next coin here is a 1967 Jefferson nickel. It has a very, very nice die break here, also referred to as a cud. You see that extra metal there at the top of the coin. Now, if you find a coin with a cud this size, they are definitely going to sell. The larger the cud, typically the more money you can get out of the coin. It all depends on the date, the condition, the grade, and things like that. This is graded at a mint state 64 by PCGS, and this coin ended up selling for $1,200 at auction. $1,200. Now we're going to look at smaller examples of that here in just one second. But here is another cud. So this is taking place on the Lincoln cent from 1967. This coin sold for over $1,500. $1,500 for this penny because of that die break. It's taking up, almost half of the coin there, and it's graded by Annex at a mint state 64 red. $1,500. Now here's a good example to compare the small die break to the large die break on the Jefferson nickel from 1967. You'll see at the bottom of the coin here we have a much smaller die break compared to the one that we just looked at. This coin is graded at an AU 55, and this coin only sold for around $60 at auction. So big difference from $1,200 to $60, and they both have, a die break. But they're very, very different locations, different sizes, and different condition coins. Now here's a 1967 Roosevelt dime. Here on the reverse it looks very normal, like any old dime, but as we flip the coin over you'll see that it's missing the outer clad layer here on the obverse of the coin, and you'll see the inner copper layer as a result of that. This coin ended up selling for $55 at auction. Now here's one of my favorites of the video, the 1967 Lincoln cent that has been multi-struck. Look at that, man. I love errors like this, double strikes, triple strikes, quadruples, multi-strikes. These are awesome. This coin here is graded at a mint state 65 red by NGC, and this coin sold for over $1,400. Now here's a 1967 Lincoln cent that was struck off center, 55% off center, graded by NGC. This coin sold for around $45 at auction, so nothing huge there, nothing too valuable. But let's move on to a 1967 quarter that was struck 15% off center. This coin ended up selling for around $90 at auction, graded at a mint state 64. We also have an off-center on the 1967 Roosevelt dime, struck 50% off-center. This coin here sold for over $90 at auction, graded by Annex at a mint state 64. And then here we go, we have a quarter here that, most people would probably be like, what in the world happened to this coin? Someone wore it down. But it's actually a mint error, and the coin sold for over $500 at auction. This coin has been graded by PCGS at a mint state 62. And what happened here was a Washington quarter design was struck onto a 10-cent planchet. So a Washington quarter design onto a Roosevelt dime planchet. That's why the whole design of the Washington quarter does not fit, right? So over $500 for that coin. Now here's a 1967 Lincoln cent design that was struck onto a Costa Rica 10-cent coin. So this is pretty cool here. You know, it's struck onto a foreign coin. It's graded by PCGS at a mint state 63, and this coin sold for over $1,300. $1,300. Now here's a 1967 Washington quarter design that was struck onto a piece of scrap planchet, graded by PCGS at a mint state 65. This piece of scrap, or coin, whatever you would like to call it, ended up selling for over $215. Those aren't really my type of errors. I'm not really interested in adding stuff like that to my collection. I like more of the double strikes and double dies and things like that. Here's a 1967 Kennedy half-dollar coin. Of course, 40% silver. And here on the obverse of the coin, you can really see that it has been struck through, right? So struck partially through the clad layer there. Very, very nice mint error, graded by NGC at a mint state 64. This coin sold for a little over $200. Here's another 1967 half-dollar. You know, looks very normal on the reverse, but here on the obverse, you'll see that streak going through there, that planchet streak, going straight through Kennedy's face and head all the way down to the date, the 1 and the date. This coin ended up selling for over $60 at auction. So not too bad there. Of course, you're not making a fortune after you pay to have something like that graded, so just keep that in mind. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.